Guys, welcome back to Supercar Street. Our Davinci Resolve tutorial, and we are going to do a series of these, but today we're going to actually be working on editing in Davinci Resolve 18. And the first step is to put our media in the right folder, and we have already done that. I have an E drive here with a folder called projects, and inside of that is where I put all my project folders. You can see right here that we have already copied everything over from the phone, and it usually takes a while, so I went ahead and did that ahead of time for you. But here's all our video clips, and we have a preset timeline set up. So if we go to the home button down here, we can see all our projects. We go to preset timeline. We're actually already on that right now, and what you can see here is that we have our tracks already numbered. 1 and 2 are for video, and 3 is empty, 4 is for special effects, 5 is for a lower third banner, 6 is for the lower third super, which is the font, 7 is for the Supercar Street Racing bug, and 8 is for the Supercar Street Racing like and subscribe. So we already have our tracks already laid out there. So the first thing we do always is copy the first. We're doing edit copy, and what that does is copy all the attributes, and I already have this audio track set up with dialogue leveler, volume on 14, and I have the dialogue processor from the Fairlight tab already on this. So when you right click and copy, it copies the attributes over as well. Okay, so then I'm going to just cut this out. Alright, and I'm going to drag a piece of video in here. Notice how low the volume is here. But I'm going to right click and paste attributes, and here I'm going to tell it audio, and notice it raised up the volume quite a bit, and it also applied our attributes, which was our dialogue leveler and our volume and our dialogue processor here. That dialogue processor is actually over on the Fairlight tab. We are on the edit tab right now. Now, to put the display up here as our clean feed, we have to go to workspace, video clean feed, and select the monitor you want it on. That is a 4K monitor. These are not. So if we come back down to our device here,
guys, back in the Supercar Street,
we hit the space bar. The space bar allows us to play. So we hit the space bar here.
Street Racing, amazing kitchen, and
now we want to fade in and fade out. So Control T gives you the default transition, which is a fade in and a fade out. This is your fade length here, these little boxes, and you can drag them and make the fade longer. So if we go back to the beginning of the clip, we hit
guys, back in the Supercar Street Racing.
See how it transitioned in now with that, and you can actually make it go longer.
Guys, back in the Supercar Street Racing, amazing kitchen, and we were lucky enough to work with a company on this guy right here, which we're going to be unboxing today. And you can't see it until after the intro, which is after the intro on Supercar Street Racing today.
Okay, so we have our first clip already ready to go now. So let's go ahead and find our intro. So we have a folder here called Important Graphics and Sound to Save. Kind of where I keep all my sound and video clips and clip art and selfies and all that. And inside of here we have our new Supercar Street Racing intros, and we want the unboxing and reviews one. So we just drag that here, and I'm going to put this on the same track because I'm just using a transition dissolve between it. It already has a built-in dissolve on the actual clip there, so we don't need to add any, but here's how the transition looks. Okay, so that is, I'm going to actually make this a little bit bigger because you guys can't see the top screen. So that is our opening. So this is our unboxing and reviews, and it will go black there. And if you use the arrow keys, you can back up by frame. So we're going to put our next piece of video right up against that part, but we're going to put it on track 2, V2 and A2. So all we need to do is go back to our clips, grab our next piece of video, which is right here. These are just in order as I shot them. And we will drag this down to track 2, all the way to our playhead. And then I'm going to drop a show you guys a transition, not the default transition, but an actual transition. So if we go over to the cut, excuse me, the cut tab, we go up here to transitions, and we're going to use this dip to color and drag it, and then we see here this is track 2. I dragged it right on top of the beginning of track 2. So now it's sitting on the top. Let's go back to our edit, back up, and actually we can, since this clip is selected and we go up to the inspector and we see transition, here's where we can set up the transition, anything we want, and we can change the color. So I'm going to make it yellow, kind of greenish yellow. So now when we go forward,
Guys, so happy to have you back on the channel, so hyped.
so notice we haven't applied any audio to this, so we haven't applied any audio attributes, so we might still have our attributes saved. So we click paste attributes, apply, and notice how it got louder already because it applied our attributes. Let's try our transition again.
Guys, so happy to have you back on the channel, so hyped.
There we go. So that looked good. So I'm going to go ahead and save this project because this is still our default timeline. So I'm going to save project as air purifier. Alright, our project is saved now, so we're not writing over our default, our preset timeline. So we're good to keep going here, but what I want to do right here and right now is get some music. So to get our music, pardon me, we go to our channel dashboard. We go to creator music where we can get our free we have to use non-copyright tracks or we will have to share with other people. We will have to share our revenue. We do not want to do that. So I'm going to go down here and find us an audio track. A little bit these all have sound, like those all have dialogue on them, so I don't want that. This one's cool though. I like this one. So it says it's just giving us details about the it's giving us details about the actual track licensing. It's saying that it might have to put something in our description of our video, and that's fine. So when I get music, I actually take them over to the music folder, and then I drop them into the YouTube folder and paste it. Alright, so we have our music down at the very bottom. Saves it forever, so we have that if we want to use it another day. So we just drag it. I drag it onto track 3. All you have to do is put your mouse there, track 3. Now you notice the waveform here, how it starts late. That means there's nothing there until right then in the music. So I'm going to drag this down well into my intro because I want it to start at my intro, like in the middle of my intro when the music stops, like this. Awesome,
Guys, so
now notice that our audio level on the music is very high, so we are going to have to do some audio work. So it's a good time to learn audio right now. Alright, so here's our audio track, and we can actually click anywhere here and push the Alt button when we click, and we can create a frame, a keyframe. So what we're trying to do here is start with the audio full and then bring the audio down when I start talking. So if we start about right here and we click the Alt button, it'll make a keyframe here. See the red keyframe? We need to make another keyframe to tell it to do the second action, so we click Alt where we want to do the second action. Then we can actually click on this keyframe and drag the audio level down. And did you see how it said -17? That means the decibels, and you can also see that here. So let's go back and listen to this now. Notice the waveform dropping there.
Guys, so happy to have you back on the channel.
So a little low. I'm going to raise it up just a touch. Sometimes it's tricky. That might... it went back. About minus 13 will probably be good. Let's try that.
Guys, so happy to have you back on the channel. So hyped to have you watching today.
That's good.
And we have...
You don't want it overpowering your voice. Let's go ahead and also put a super in there for me. Super, I'm from television, old school, so I say super. It's a lower third banner. I'm going to save this with Control S. All my elements are in a timeline called elements, so we just load that. And if we go down here to the end, I know where my... Now this is what I've been having problems with, is pasting things. So I'm going to copy that. This is my my Brad Street Racing banner, 2 layers. Go back and load my air purifier. Now, it's supposed to paste right where you have the playhead, but for some reason, if I hit edit, paste, it's pasting it way down on the timeline somewhere. I don't even know where it went, actually. Where'd it go? That's interesting. Oh, it's up on a higher track. Okay. Yeah, it pastes it back into the track that... Yeah, it's right here. It's pasted it way down here. Now, if we drag this plus, we can make the timeline bigger. Now we can cut this. I don't know why it's doing this. I think my timeline is corrupt. And then if we come down here, right where we left off here, we can drop this with Control V. Now watch what happens.
Guys, so happy to have you back on the channel. So hyped to have you watch.
So the way that this works with layering on Davinci Resolve is the layers are on top of each other. So basically anything on top of another video track is basically on top. These are PNG files, so they are transparent. So that's why they are automatically keyed. This is called a key. They're keyed on top of the video because they're transparent. And so dropping them on top there just makes them right over on top of the video with no drama. And yeah, so that's how you do it. And then so if we hit play, we notice we have a dissolve on both of these.
Today.
It's already on there when we load the clip because I have it ready to go. So all
And we
you have to do
have
is
this
drop it in
joust
and
set.
it just works.
Air purifier to take a look at today. I was lucky enough to work with this company and they sent me this air purifier.
We don't have to watch this entire clip, but also we can go ahead and drag our... We can also drag our bug, our Supercar Street Racing bug in. So if we go back to our folders here, and we go into like, subscribe, elements, we have all of our like and subscribe thing. I'm going to use this red one. So that goes on where you see here track. Okay, so that's the LS track, so that's V8. So it just goes directly onto V8. If it doesn't drag to the right track, you can move it. But also, if you go to the end of any clip and you just left mouse click, you can make it longer. So that's how you expand and subtract time from clips, is just by going to each end, left clicking and pulling. Now that we have that in the right track and we have enough time for now, it's going to go for the whole entire video, but for now that's enough. We can actually resize this with this right here, the transform button. Or you can use transform, X, Y, rotation, all that with numbers right here in the inspector. Let's go ahead and put a transition on it. Control T. Now it's going to dissolve in.
So happy to have you.
Now see how it is over the whole entire video here, and we actually want it to start when our clip starts down here, our video clip. So let's move it over, and you can see when we move it, we have 2 little arrows indicating we're at the head of the clip, and then it'll snap to that. So we're actually it's gonna come on when our clip starts. Look.
Guys, so happy to have...
Now let's resize it. So we have our transform button here, and you see how it lights up with white dots around it. Now it's draggable and movable. Now we want to see if we're going to be inside of safe title. In other words, we don't want it to be outside of the screen. So this is safe title around the box now. We're going to drop that up in the corner. And then come over to our video, and we're going to go down to opacity, and we're going to make that see-through. So we made it 33% opaque. Now we need our Supercar Street Racing logo, and it is in lower third folder. And it is right there. So I'm going to drag that to the track underneath. And make that wider as well. And so you see how big it is. We want that to be shrunk. So transform is already on. We just drag it wherever we want it. I'm going to drop it right under there, small. And then I'm going to opaque it. Alright, so that kind of gets it out of the way and not as big and annoying. Now, if you want two clips to be together and do the same thing, let's go ahead and put a transition on this guy with Control-T. And now we want these two clips to be together, kind of, so let's just link them. If you Control and Control, you see how they're both red here? Now if you right-click and link, these will do everything together, so that means you can drag them together and make them longer. The reason you can do this is because they're pictures. If this was a video clip, you can't drag past where there's no more video, so you wouldn't be able to do that. Unless you did like a freeze frame. Okay, so now we have our we have our bug here, and we have our video. So and by the way, your mouse scroll wheel will scroll up on the video tracks, and then if you go down here, it scrolls on the audio tracks. So it helps you go through all your track numbers, because you can't fit all the tracks on the screen at the same time if you have a huge preview window there. So that's what we have so far. And now that we have our bug up there, we can go to our next clip.
Of your life.
And here is our next clip, and we will go back down to track 1 and audio 1. Video and audio 1. Let's copy this track, Control-C. Now to paste attributes, excuse me, you can just go Alt-V, and we want the video attribute, and you notice there that our waveform just popped up because we put all of our effects and volume on that.
And into this lovely filter right here, so we're going to get this thing out of the box right now and take a look at it. The Joust.
Alright, so I'm going to drop a transition here, Control-T, versus standard.
The Joust.
Let's go back and see how that looks.
And into this lovely filter right here, so we're going to get this thing out of the box right now and take a look at it. The Joust set is looking so fresh.
The Joust set.
And is trying to make your air fresh. And you can see right here that it's got a carbon filter, captures 99.97% out of the...
We don't have to watch all this stuff. We know it's good, so we can just move on to the next clip. Unless we're going to do graphics or anything like that, we don't have a lot to do for this video like that. So I'm going to Control-T on that clip as well.
Completely, and take a look. Oh, some contact information here for Joust set. So the Joust set air purifier.
Now we need to drop the audio attributes in again, Alt-V. Make sure that audio attributes are checked.
Comes with a filter already installed, and if you look at the label, it says...
Now let's drop some like and subscribe elements in. So let's save, go back to our elements. Now all these are like subscribe elements over green, so they're keyable because they're over green, and green is the keyed out. And let's go ahead and grab this Supercar Street Racing one. I like that one a lot. It doesn't have audio. We could put audio on it. So I'll copy that, and of course, once again, it is going to drop it way down the timeline for some reason. So if I hit Control-V, it should have put it right there, but it did not. It put it way over here. So now we can cut and put it where we want to, and I don't know why it's doing that. So let's drop that right here, and it is going to go on track 4 and audio track 4. So that's why I don't put anything on track 4. Oh, I noticed there's some sound down here from the default timeline. But okay, let's go ahead and paste here. So put our timeline there, our playhead. Hit Control-V for paste, and you notice it did not paste correctly again. Huh. Where did it put it? Where did it? Where did it just put? I lost it. Huh. I lost it again. I am not sure what happened to our element. Let's undo. Undo. So I hit undo because I don't know where it put. It's still not there. Okay. Let's undo again. Edit, undo. I have no idea what's happening because it lost my edit, undo again. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna just copy it this time, not cut, and then I'll come back and delete it if it lets me. Okay, let's try Control V. Alright, it worked that time. I don't know why it is being dumb like that. It's being ridiculous, honestly. But now you see we can do something with this as far as resizing it if we just click on it. And we go to... You can't do... You're not going to be able to do transform on a linked video clip. It has to be unlinked. Select one, then you can transform that. Select the other one, and then you can transform that as well. And now let's watch it. That air purifier comes with a filter already installed, and if you look at the label, it says replace the filter in a timely manner, meaning that they want you to keep replacing the filter on a regular basis rather than using a dirty filter. Having a dirty filter on your air purifier literally does nothing for you if it can't filter out. And inside we have an instruction manual, a remote control. Okay, sorry about that. How to text. So that is our little supercar street racing. It can actually go down quite a bit. Yeah, that's like way up. Let's look at our safe title. I hate that it turns off safe area every time that you go in and out, but it does. The filter. That's much better. Alright, so let's go to our next piece of video here. Now that you guys understand how to do transform. I think I have some video from the phone we have to put in as well. Drop it straight in there, and then it turns and locks just like that. And then over here, we have this beautiful power adapter that we need to get unboxed, and it is in a nice air poppable content. Alright, so we ran out of music, so we need some more music. And let's go back to YouTube. I kind of like this, if I had a chicken, so, no. Negative. Okay, bright, chill, dance, and electronic. That's the kind of genre I want. Mood. Bright, chill, dance, and electronic. So this will sort just those. Let's try some of these. Excuse me. I'll have to cut that out. So all these have lyrics. This is fine. Alright, we are back after a sneeze fit, and we have our music downloaded, so it goes into downloads. So let's go to downloads. I'm going to cut that. You're not seeing it, it's on the other screen, but I cut it. I'm putting it in my music folder under YouTube. I'm going to paste it here. And now I'm going to drag it to track. We're going to go to track 5. Remember, 4 is for effects, and 3 is for audio, for music as well. So we ran out of music right here, so we're going to drag it to track 5. Right there. I accidentally put it on 6. That's fine. You can just drag it back up to 5. And now we need to lower the volume quite a bit. Probably about minus. Looks pretty loud, so I'm going to do minus 13 and see how that is.
Nothing.
If we go here, you can see where it ends.
Air poppable condom. Nothing can happen to this.
Now you can hear the music that's going to come up. You can see it in the waveform.
We'll never have babies.
It's too loud.
And here's the power adapter for the Jowset.
Yeah, that's really loud track. So I brought it to minus 21. That's where we're going to keep it.
Jowset.com. And they have a YouTube channel, a Facebook page, and we will be helping these guys promote this unit.
Okay, also our track is not, we don't have our audio attributes on our track yet, so we need to drop those here. Alright, now.
And showing you guys everything that comes with it,
and now we can go ahead and grab another video track. We could do this very quickly because we don't have a lot of graphics.
And the Jowset plugs into a...
I'm going to go ahead and paste attributes on this guy.
Standard 110 volt outlet, which I will...
And I'm just going to keep dropping tracks because we don't have much to do other than that. And I'm going to Alt-V.
Plug in with my...
Did we do a transition on this? I forgot.
Alright, reinstalling the
jet. Okay. Let's see if we want to do one here. Just let it come.
There is the display. I don't know if we get some peel satisfaction. No, we don't. But on the back, there is the power adapter that we can now get this thing connected with.
All right, that drags a little bit. Plus, there's a black frame at the head. So I'm gonna trim it by dragging it. You got to left click on your track, and it's gonna try to snap. It did. Now you got to move everything else back because we moved it. So I'm gonna put a dissolve on this, Control T, and on this, Control T, and go back and watch that again.
This thing connected with.
Much better.
The Jowset plugs into a standard.
Just put our default transition on that.
So this guy uses Smart Life, which is what a lot of the generic Wi-Fi devices use.
Okay, in the interest of time, I'm editing quickly now because we're pretty much doing the same thing. Sometimes it doesn't let you drop stuff. I don't know if that's a bug or what. You have to drop, like it won't stop. It won't lay down on the timeline. You have to go grab it again and bring it to the timeline. I notice I'm just going back and forth between tracks 1 and 2 here and doing dissolves. And then Alt-V to paste my attributes.
Okay, we just saw what you do in the Smart Home Life, and we just held down this power button for 5 seconds. You can see the Wi-Fi indicator.
Okay, so I have some stuff on my phone for this. So I forgot where the recordings are, and my phone is broken. But we need to copy the recordings off my phone. So I got to try to remember where those are. But my phone is now connected, and we can open up a new folder here. And we can go into S22 Ultra storage, and then I have to find where these guys go. I think it's movies. Don't want to get that on the screen. I think it's movies. Yeah, X recorder. It's in movies here. So this is what I recorded the other day. I don't know which one it starts with. Let me see.
Alright, for the conclusion of this video, we have stepped into the Echo E Joe's Crab Shack.
Okay, so that's from the old video. It must be all these after that. View details. So I'm going to look at these by date here. (7:30, 7:31). I'm going to take all these. I think it's these. I'm going to cut these, and then I'm going to put them in our folder for the purifier. So under projects, air purifier, I'm going to paste these here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make a folder where it's easier. I'm going to do phone screen. Drop these in here. Now this is copying from the phone, so this is where I was telling you guys that it is slower to copy. It's faster from the SD card from the GoPro, but the phone is pretty slow. We have all of our screen recordings now. Let's see what the first one is. Guys, we are on the phone now, and you can see the app is actually called Smart Home Life, not Smart Life. So, all right, so two different apps. That is the correct video. Now we're going to have to be creative here with this, because the video is 4:3. I'm sorry, not 4:3. It's, I don't know the resolution up and down, but it's not 16:9. It's phone screen resolution. So, yeah. Guys, we are on the phone now, and you can see the app is actually called Smart Home Life. All right, so I'm going to drag this first one here, and I'm going to show you guys a trick. Okay, because you know this is going to look like when we get it on the screen, it's just going to look like black in the background. Now, the first thing we're actually going to do is we're actually going to use this twice. We're going to use the video twice. Now, we want our, this is going to be under, since we're going to put another one on top of this, but I want to show you how we're going to do that. So we're going to unlink this first, and then we are going to, what we're going to do next is do an effect on this, but we're also going to transform this. We're going to make it huge, like this, and then we're going to put a blur on it. So we got to go over to the cut page. We got to go to effects up here. We can search for blur just by typing there, and we see Gaussian blur here. We drop it down onto this track, V2, right here. You see it on the left side of the screen where it says V2. I just put blur in there, and now if we go back to our edit page and go to effects in our inspector, we can then jack this blur up a lot. Now we just made a background basically, but we need this again. We need this video on top, so we're going to Control C, and then we're going to go Control V. Oh, it put the wrong one. It copied the wrong one. Control C, Control V. Now let's take it and put it on top, one track above what we already have. And I think you can see where we're going with this. Watch this. Two different apps. And when we... Oh, it copied the attributes. So I'm going to right click and remove attributes. It copied everything, so it copied the blur and all that. Now we can see our video, and look, if we're going to transform it to keep it in safe title, and now we have this lovely effect. Right now, it's going to be different. And let's go ahead and put a shadow on the top as well, on the top video. Let's take it over here. Let's go to, and we're already in effects, so we just type shadow. And there's our drop shadow. We're going to drop it right on the top. So that was actually V3. So I'm going to drop it right on V3. Notice the shadow dropped in on the video. Let's go back to our cut page. Now you can adjust that shadow with effects. There's the drop shadow adjustments. I can make it go, you know, farther away, blurry, but check this out. And then the regular, and I need to sign in, so I'm gonna... All right, now our audio is really bad and on one channel, so we need to first of all take our audio to both channels. We do that in Fairlight. Notice here we have one channel. If we right click that and we go clip attributes, see how it says mono? All we have to do is go stereo and then select the same channel, and it'll put both channels on, one on left and one on right, because it says channel and track left, right. Click OK. I'm also going to do the stereo width on this effect. And we have our stereo width settings right here, and we can play around with those and do whatever you want and make it wider. Since it's mono, I'm just going to go full width. Yep, so that's your stereo width effect. And then I'm going to go back, put the dialogue processor on it. Here's our dialogue processor over here. Our control panel, I'm going to go ahead and click Mail. And I'm going to go back to our cut page here and put on the dialogue leveler. And we're probably going to need a lot of extra volume on this, so I'm going to go ahead and put 14 volume because of our effects make it very low. Now, let's watch this now.
Guys, we are on the phone now, and you can see the app is actually called Smart Home Life, not Smart Life. So
we have
two different apps, and when we open this guy up right here, right now, it's going to be different than the regular, and I need to sign in, so I'm going to do that now.
So I'm going to trim that down. I'm going to link these two, and I'm going to trim this down. I'm going to see actually what I did later. I might have to insert this again.
All right, so it says 572,403.
Okay, I'm going to trim all this out. Definitely don't want passwords shown. Oh, okay. It's also not linked to the audio, so let's link that as well. So we highlight all three with control, and then we do link. Now, when we trim this, the audio will trim as well. I'm watching my waveform to know how far to trim. Perfect. I think that's good.
And I need to sign in, so I'm going to do that now.
Okay, so now let's take a look at this next clip, and we're going to have to do all the attributes again.
And we are back in the Smart Home Life.
Okay.
Reset device. Press hold the reset button for 5 seconds. Okay.
I think I have one after that where it actually worked.
And we are back in the app, and it says confirm it is blinking, and it is. And we need to get our Wi-Fi network here.
Yeah, this is a little convoluted.
And we are back in the Smart Home Life app, which goes to objects. Okay. Hold it. Hold it. It didn't do.
613. Okay, this is our next clip.
And we're back in the app, and it says confirm it is linked.
Yep, I'm going to take this clip out. I don't need that. We're going to go straight to this guy right here. And we're going to copy all this. Well, actually, we're going to copy the audio attributes first. Paste it here. Just the audio. Actually, we could probably do the video too. Yeah, let's do the video. Perfect. Now all we have to do is unlink these, copy this, come down a little bit, paste it, put it up top, take these video attributes, unlink these first, copy this guy, and this is going to paste this video attribute on top. We're going to do all video. We should be good now. Let's see. Yep.
It is.
Okay. So I don't think it put the stereo audio on. Let's go look at the Fairlight tracks. It did not. So let's clip attributes, and we're going to make it stereo. Stereo. Embedded. All right. Audio should be good now.
Wi-Fi network here. That's Bluetooth. Be on a 2.4 gigahertz network. Let's check that one off. And you guys cannot see this part.
Okay, because there was a password there, so I had to stop down. And of course now we have to do that all over again. And it will not let me drop this. It did that time. So we had to stop down because there was a Wi-Fi password. Okay, so there's a password there. I did not need to show you guys this either. Okay, I'm gonna start there.
So our device is being added right now.
About to run out of music again. And we gotta go back into Fairlight, do this all over again. We're gonna make it stereo. Edit channel 1, go back into our edit. We're gonna copy this to paste the attributes to the audio. Alt V. Let's do video and audio, why not? Oh, we're not linked over there, we can't. Okay. So let's go like this, copy this guy, paste the attributes here, video. Alright, we need to copy this clip again and put it on top, so we gotta unlink. And let's move these up so we don't get that in the way. Let's copy that and go way down here and paste that. And then it needs to be on top of here like this. It's kind of a pain, but we have to do it every time we are doing this effect. Oops, went too far, and it's going to actually delete part of that clip. So if you go too far and drag over, it will delete. Alright, now we need to copy this attribute to get the video correct for the top level. Alt V, and this should look right now. Let's see.
So our device is being added right now to Alexa, and then we'll have to put a skill on Alexa to actually control it with Alexa, but that comes later.
We ran out of music way back here, so we're going to start our music right there. Let's go find some. Negative. All these have I used that one in one of my videos recently. That's kind of okay. It just has like kind of a noise of someone. So there it is in the folder. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Put it in my music folder. And then drag it in. And it will have to go back up on track. Let's see. 3. So all we have to do now is drag to 3. And it looks really loud too. So let's see how our music ended right there. We're going to start our music right there, and we're going to turn that volume way down.
So and the
A little bit up.
Let's see, the skill is called just Smart Life, which I already have. Looks like it's adding or trying to add, but I don't see that yet. That didn't work. I clicked it and it said okay. Why?
Yeah, I guess I'll leave that in. Another password you guys can't see. Make sure that there's nothing in there like that.
Girl keeps us up. Oh, I put the wrong network. It's going forward. Here. Before that here.
I think this whole clip is bad. I'm not sure if we could keep that, but I guess we will. Oh, we got more. That was clip 837. Man, we got more. Okay, I was finally able to put the Wi-Fi in after I closed the app completely. It is trying to add to the network now. Let's see if it's actually going to be successful. I think I might delete all this stuff. Yeah, we don't need all this. But video needs to be over 10 minutes for sure, so I guess I'll leave it in. But it's a lot more work because we have a lot more clips to go. That is 837. This is 309. And of course we got to do it twice. Unlink these, delete the audio, we don't need it. Drop that up here. And, well, okay. Alright, so then we just need to copy audio. Attributes, there's the audio. Copy the video attribute, paste it there. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Paste attribute, Alt V. Copy this attribute, paste it here. And we got to fix our channels again. Okay, I was finally able to put the Wi-Fi. So we'll go to our channel here, clip attribute. Make it stereo, make that one embedded channel 1. Okay, go back to edit. In after I close the app completely. It is trying to add to the network now. Let's see if it's actually going to be successful or not. Okay, it worked. And we are on the Wi-Fi network now, so our air purifier is on and connected to Wi-Fi. So back to the camera we go. That is not true. Alright, so I don't have any audio for this. I'm going to show this. I guess I'm just going to show that. So, I might do a voiceover for it. Okay, so I'm just going to drop. You can also right click and do paste attributes. Alright, so we don't need this audio clip. Let's unlink these and delete the audio clip. Oh, see what happened? It shifted everything over because I did delete, not cut. It needs to be cut, not deleted. Okay, so I'm just going to do a graphic here because I don't really have anything to say over this. Find my name graphic here, copy that, come back down to where we are here. I'm going to drop in this name graphic. Except we're going to take off the Brad Street Racing part and generate our own. And I do that with Text Studio. It's a free text generating site, and this is my font. App. I'm just going to do air purifier status. No background. It makes it just a PNG. Did I spell that wrong? Purifier. I'm going to download a PNG, which means it's going to be transparent. It's already downloaded, so I'm going to copy it into the folder of the project, which is here. No, it's here. It's in the project folder. Okay, I'm going to drop it next to this on the timeline. Take out this link to these two guys. Copy the attributes of my Brad Street Racing name. Paste it onto this guy. And I'll probably have to move it around, but I'm going to delete my name with cut. And then I'm going to drag this over on top of the existing graphic. And of course, plus minus makes everything bigger. I'm going to drag this to the same length. And then I'm going to put a transition on it, Control T. Now I'm going to move it and make it look right. So I just have to drag it with transform. And so this is going to be the length of the whole clip. So sometimes you have to make things bigger to drag them, but I'm going to go ahead and drag that out. Oh, I forgot to link them. Basically, I'm putting them both to the length of the clip below it. And I'm going to link these just for whatever. Okay. Alright, so where were we? Way back here. Last video clip, we can go right click and go to clip attributes to see the name. It was 172331, so we got to start after that. 172331. So here's the next clip. Go to the end here. Drag our next clip. I'll put a transition on this as well.
Okay, we just saw what you do in the smart home life.
Alright, we need to copy audio attributes. So I'm going to go grab one of these audio tracks, hit Control C to get the attributes, and put it on this clip here, Alt V, audio attributes.
And we just held down this power button for 5 seconds. You can see the Wi-Fi indicator flashing here, so let's get back to the app right now.
We need to cut that part out because we are already in the app.
Indicator flashing here, so let's get Wi-Fi indicator flashing here. Indicator.
I'm going to stop right there. It's going to sound weird, but I don't have a good transition. Oh, our music is on the wrong track. It was on 2. We can't put it there. It's got to be on 3 because I edit on 2 with video.
Back on the camera, we have the.
Let's drop in our audio effects.
I'll set air purifier connected
Music is a
to
little
Wi-Fi here.
I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit.
And so, really the next part of this is just controlling it from Alexa if you want to. And there are voice commands listed right here on the page.
Okay. At this point, we're gonna just drop in the next clip because we know we're good. And set our attributes in. Okay, we're back.
Go over some of the areas of the air purifier that you need to understand what.
We're gonna need some more music here, I see, so let's go ahead and get it. Let's look for something. Nope. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's grab that one. All right. I don't know why this thing does this sometimes. CR download. Sometimes when I download, it says CR download instead of the name. I don't get it. I have to refresh, and then it shows the correct name. All right. So our audio check's on 3, so we got to drop this on 5. Right where the other one ends. And make it way less volume.
The control panel is right here on the front. The air inlet is right here on the bottom. So you have the outlet up here on top and the air inlet.
All right, let's go ahead and grab another clip. It's kind of a long review, but it's a good one. And we'll Alt-V that. And Control-T that for transition.
HEPA filter is down there. Now right here, right now on the display, you do see a blue indicator. According to the manual right here, on the front of the jowl set. Taking a look at the front here.
Paste attributes.
The button here on the far left is the on-off button. Right next to it, you got the fan speed button.
I mean, we could actually drag all these clips in at the same time and make this a little bit faster. But yeah. This is 173741. I lost my place. All right, so we dropped that clip in. That is, we wanted to look at the attributes because I forgot what number it is. It is 741. So we're on the next clip here. I'm literally going by numbers. Let's paste in our audio, put a transition on it. Control-T.
Right in front of me is the remote for the JetSow air purifier. As you can see, we are in auto mode right now. But we could go into timer mode where and right here we can go to this link and we can extend our from playing with your amazing.
So I'm just going through the motions here, dropping transitions on these and fixing the audio.
And right here we can go to this link
And I'm just dragging clips in as fast as I can here because it's not really necessary to do anything else.
We can go to this link and we can extend our product to an extra year of warranty just by scanning this barcode right here.
So I think I'm going to leave this in and drop a thing on a graphic on top of it. This is this is like a sound level check. Alright guys, we are back after a short break, and we need to put a little bit of font over this right here to kind of explain what we're doing is a sound test. So we're going to unlink these two, go create our font, and we're going to call this the noise floor test. Get that downloaded. Drop it right there. Copy these attributes, paste them here, and then delete this. And default transition, and then link these two together. Let's see. Alright, so in this part I'm just going to put some music under this and kind of end the video there. So I need like, I don't know, a minute's worth. So I'm just checking my existing audio library here. This looks perfect. Fine. And then right here with this slider on the audio track here, you can fade out, and as you pull it to the left, it's how much you fade in or out. Alright, so that is 18 minutes long, and we need to go up here and adjust our bug So you just click, left click, and slide it. So our bug is up there. Alright. All that's left now is to render and make a thumbnail. Oh, my garage door opened. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and render this out. So to render, it is this last tab here that says deliver. We already have our preset on 4K, so 3840 by 2160 Ultra is what we're trying to export to. We just hit browse, and we go gel set air purifier unboxing setup and review. So we're just naming it. We click save. Now you got to make sure that the entire timeline is selected right here, and then click add to render queue and then render. That's it. And now the computer is doing its thing, and while that does its thing, we make a thumbnail. And so to do that, we have to get a selfie of myself or use an old one. I'll probably use an old one. So we want to do HDTV, so HD 1920 by 1080, and we need a background for it. So I'm going to look at these videos and find, I did have a bunch of pictures of it too. So let me see if I got pictures of it still on the phone. Camera, sort, created. So I'm just looking through pictures here to figure out if I have pictures of the actual thing itself. If not, I'll grab one from Amazon, and I'm going to use that as a background. And I do have so I'm going to drop these into the folder for the project. Drop these in the air purifier folder from the phone. And I need a background for this, so because this is like up and down orientation. So see if I got anything interesting on the phone. I'm just going to use this night shot again. I'm going to blur it and use it. I'm going to go filter, blur, Gaussian blur. This is Photoshop. I'm going to drop this guy on here. Like that. Put a drop shadow on it. And then find one of my selfies. I like this one. I'm gonna blow that up and then swap it reverse. Flip horizontal. Just like that. And then I usually put a glow like that. And then we need a font for it. So we go here, and I have this preset font that I use. I do a black background, no style, and then we just download a PNG like this, and it will go right into Photoshop. We just pull it straight in. It takes like 5 seconds. And then we just save this as a JPEG into the same folder, air purifier. We save it as a JPEG. Thumbnail. And we have to size it below a gigabyte. So that's perfect. And then I'll save this in case. And we'll go check on our render. It's 23%. So we will be back when it is done. Alright guys, that is going to do it for the first episode of the Davinci Resolve tutorial. We got our file all rendered and we got it uploaded to YouTube. So once you have your actual file uploaded, if you go to your YouTube channel, wrong browser. If we go to your YouTube channel here, and you go up here and you go create, you upload video, all you do is drop the rendered upload right into the video here on YouTube, and then you add chapters and stuff to it, and that's how we do our videos. There will be another follow-up video to this, but I wanted you guys to get a good look at how we render and edit on Davinci Resolve. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys again real soon.